Well, it's the Magic Hat Show. Well, it's the Magic Hat Show. Well, I don't know how to start it, what mood and tempo I should start it. Should it be Monday, or it's just another manic Monday? Well, I don't wish it was Sunday because that's when the North London Derby got played. Anyway, welcome to episode 4+10. Yes, episode 14, where it's three guys, one club, and no drama if we can help it this week.
There's going to be plenty of drama. Thought last week Lord Vader was out. Lord Vader is
back in full effect.
It's Lord Vader plus.
Listen, I'm General Grievous, amalgamated with Darth Maul. There's Count Dooku in the building. Darth Plagueis is going to be here. Darth Sidious. Listen, the Sith, the Revenge of the Sith is out in full effect today.
Absolutely.
We have host Jam.
Magic Hat Jam.
AKA Count Dooku. We have me, Lee, AKA Darth Maul. Soak.
Yeah.
General Grievous. And then we have the one, the only Gabs, AKA But
this week I'm adding a bit of Moff Gideon in there as well.
Yeah. Shout out goes out to the Mandalorian. If you don't know who Moff Gideon is, the Mandalorian. Check that show out. I'm telling you, the hottest show. No, we're the hottest show in town.
Yeah, they're number two.
They're number two.
Yeah.
So check out the Mandalorian. Brilliant, excellent show. That is how Star Wars should have been. The last three.
Exactly. Yeah.
What
an actor to get. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
Top drawer actor.
Listen, top drawer actor, man. That show, please watch it. My goodness. So, what do we have on the show today? We are going to go back, not way back, but last Thursday, where we entertained who, Jamal?
Rapid Vienna.
Rapido.
Yeah.
Rapid Vienna.
The Austrian Giants.
But then, you know what? I fast forward into time because I haven't thanked our listeners. I have not thanked our listeners.
Please
so, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night.
Whatever you are.
Buenos noches, buenos dias.
Wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, thank you for locking in. But thank you for locking in into the hottest show in town. Believe that.
Absolutely.
Thank you to our new subscribers on YouTube. Please continue sharing. And anyone who doesn't know, please let them know about the Magic Hat Show. Anyone wishing to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, you can do at the Magic Hat Show.
And YouTube, smash that like button, please.
And please
hit the YouTube
smash the like button. You know we're the hottest show in town. You know we are.
Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Exactly. Yes. So, like I said, we're going to go back to Thursday's game. Just a quick recap because we have got some mouth-watering stuff about the North London Derby. Yeah, I think we need to go back to South London on judging on that performance yesterday. Woo! But anyway, yes, so we'll look at the players' performance, the manager's performance, player ratings, managers' ratings, who played for the badge, and who needs to get in that bin with Oscar the Grouch. Then, if we could shoehorn, because there's going to be a lot to talk about, if we could shoehorn...
Time is of the essence in this show.
Absolutely, mate.
Because it seems to go rapid like Vienna.
Yes. So if we can shoehorn Christian Eriksen to Arsenal, is it a good move or is it a bad move?
What do you think?
We shall get our, knife and fork into that. And then we'll talk, we'll touch on racism within football. For 2 weeks now, we've been trying to get onto this Greg Clark's comments in, the parliamentary committee. And the man who abused Ian Wright once he was playing back in 95 against Barnsley. We'll talk about that. also Anton Ferdinand, he had a documentary on the BBC, discussing the same topic and subject matter, racism.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And then, not so long ago, just recently on Saturday, we have Millwall fans booing when players are taking a knee. So what do we think of that? And then, is there too much football after the COVID shutdown? And is it causing too much injuries? Jurgen Klopp thinks one thing, and then you have, what was his name? Thinking the other one?
Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder thinking the other one, thinking the opposite. Should teams go back to 5 subs? So that's something we can talk about. Then we have to talk about the late, great number 10 who wore the famous Argentinian shirt,
Legend.
Diego Maradona. Absolutely. So if we could shoehorn this in, because we have a lot to discuss, believe you me, then we can go on to, talk about our Dundalk predictions. Yeah. And then we have Burnley on Sunday. And once again, we are last but not least for the whole world to see how we do against Burnley, Sean Dice's men.
Massive game.
Okay, so we are going to go back to Thursday before we go to Sunday. So, guys, Jamal, tell me what you saw and what was your thoughts on the game on Thursday.
Well, I tuned in about 10 minutes in, but there was, from what I saw, we looked quite comfortable. Just a quick check of the team sheet. It was striking that Lacazette was in that number 10 role, which was very interesting because he was a lot more involved, showing for the game. Yeah. A lot more on the ball, and he looked quite comfortable. And the people taking shots, which was
a surprise.
Which we complained about for so long.
Yeah.
Right. And what happens? His first shot that he took, bam.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, can't fault that.
Yeah.
Because we've been praying for people to take players, to take pot shots, and hey presto,
Absolutely.
10 minutes in, bang.
There you go. And it was good to see Pablo Mari.
Yeah.
Amien.
Yes.
This is Amien you keep calling.
Amien.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Mr. Sir Niles. Because
AMN.
AMN, is it? Ainsley Maitland-Niles, yeah.
MEN.
I'm sorry, but I'm an English literature
major
teacher.
Yeah.
Nelson played. Pepe played. It was the one player that really caught my eye was Mr. Niles.
Yeah. Mr. Niles now, is he?
Is Mr. Niles? Just call him Mr. Yeah. In midfield, there was that driving run that we talked that we hoped to see from our midfielders.
The energy, the legs.
The energy, the
as,
legs.
Lord Vader always puts
the touch,
it.
the intent. When you get into that box, right, he means business. Yeah. Right, not just make up numbers.
Yeah.
And I actually quite liked the players that we had on show.
Right.
Rather than, you just looking at, it looked a little bit unpredictable in a good way. Right?
Did you want Balogun and
I wanted
Aziz
him. Yeah, I was quite.
To start.
Yeah. Not to start. I think it would be unfair of him to actually it would be unfair to Nketiah, who's been waiting his chance. Right? Yeah. So I expected him. I was almost 100% sure that he was gonna start, but I expect him for Balogun to come on a little bit earlier.
Yeah, because getting 10 minutes.
10 minutes a bit.
It's not enough time to
actually show
what you can do.
Yeah.
But
how many touches can a striker get in?
And Smith Rowe, what did you think about Smith Rowe?
Smith Rowe, I like his touch is good. That's what I like. What I like about immediately when he's on the field, his touch is good. It's so good to see a player who's not going to have a heart attack when he's on the ball.
It seems like he's had a growth spurt.
Yeah, he looks. Yeah. What do you think, Ab? I think he's.
Smith Rowe. He looks taller, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He's growing.
Yeah, he's still. Yeah.
He's had that growth spurt, man.
And there's a lot more energy about the team.
Yeah.
Nelson, I really like.
Yeah.
You know, he's another player that I would have liked in the following game that we're going to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the goals, Pablo Mari got his goal.
Yeah.
And the third goal is the one that really pleased me, where we caught the opposition on a counter attack. Willock down the right, squaring it to Nketiah.
Yeah.
Great goal. But yeah, and really is the opposition is not of the highest caliber, but I've seen us try things, and I liked what I saw.
Well, you can only beat what's put in front of you, innit? And
Yeah.
a lot of people mock the Europa League, but let's face
Absolutely.
it, not to look at our,
Absolutely.
lily white neighbours down the road, Voya,
Yeah.
but they drew against a team that's in the same league as Rapid
Absolutely.
Vienna.
And
So,
Mourinho was
and
slagging
they
them
put
off.
out a strong team. They
Absolutely,
put out a
absolutely.
very, very strong team. So I'm just saying, not taking stabs and swipes at
I agree with you
the Lily
100%.
Whites. Any chance I can get.
Absolutely.
But yes, so Lord Vader,
Okay.
what did you make of the game? Individual performances.
I didn't think that much of it, to be fair. You know, my opinion on the caliber of opposition.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to struggle against this caliber of opposition, you shouldn't be at the club.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy to see, if anything...
Did we struggle? Sorry, just before you...
not really, but... Lacazette playing in this new role doesn't mean anything. I don't see what the point of trying it against opposition, such as the caliber of Rapid Vienna is. It's not going to prove anything to you. The only time you can really try it is in the league.
Yeah.
It's going to work. Whatever you're going to do at this stage of the Europa League is going to work.
Yeah.
Because the caliber of the opposition isn't that good. So I really didn't see the point of it. And I knew he was going to struggle in the following game.
Yeah. We'll get into that soon.
Yeah.
Him scoring that screamer. Score that screamer against Spurs.
Yeah.
Then it might mean something.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the Europa League at that stage, once we'd qualified, it's all about the youngsters. I don't see the point of not giving them their head for longer minutes.
Yeah. I felt that.
I'm hoping in the next game against Dundalk, we get to see the likes of Aziz, Balogun, Nelson, really get a good run out. Emil Smith-Rowe. I was happy to see these guys, and that's what it should be used for at this stage of the Europa League. We're always going to, if we go into it next season, which is looking more than likely, but who knows, if we go into it next season, qualify as soon as possible, blood the youngsters.
Yeah.
And then you can start, seeing who may be ready or who might not be ready for Premier League.
Yeah.
But as a game, I thought it was, I really didn't think that much of it. 4-1 is a fair reflection of the game. The opposition even used it as an opportunity to blood their youngsters.
Yeah.
So for me, it was a meaningless game.
It was an exercise.
Yeah, it was just an exercise. And I think him not using Balogun, and this is a player we're trying to get to sign a contract.
Yeah, that was
just stupid.
Yeah.
Bringing
on Willian and Ceballos.
Yeah,
what are you going to learn from them?
Exactly. It's just, I don't understand Arteta's thinking at this moment in time. Just play the youngsters. The game was done. Bring them on. Give them minutes. Especially Balogun, who you're wanting to sign.
Yeah. You want to convince that you will give him minutes.
Yeah.
In terms of the goals that were scored, did you not think much of them? The way they were made and created? Because let's be fair, we haven't seen that in our league games. The way they were created and the way they were scored. Creativity, we haven't seen that for a long time.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that creativity because when it comes to betting against better players, we can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like I said the last few weeks, it's all well and good doing it in the group stages. When everybody qualifies,
and the teams out of the Champions League
drop down.
Yeah.
Do it then. Then I'll start saying, okay, you've got the caliber, because the caliber is going to go through the roof.
Okay.
Scoring against Rapid Vienna
isn't that nothing?
Doesn't mean anything.